say you're not an expert of master, Philip Mould there.
I kneel at the feet of the master. Absolutely fascinating. I mean, I enjoy art. I love going to art galleries. There isn't much that he doesn't know about art. And, but they're not sure. And the moment the camera switches on.
You've discovered...
a house in Norfolk. So in trying to establish whether it was genuine or not, we needed to... And the people that had owned it and put it on, hundreds of thousands of pounds.
I tell you what, it might be worth going and seeing this on eBay. Because you spotted a painting that you thought, hang on.
Finished my day's work, and a priest came up just to chat, and the joy of the roadshow that I'd, you know, just have a look what everyone's brought along. And I was making what a Van Dyck should look like. And this painting was there, and I thought, listen, whoever painted it is clearly a very fine artist. To me, it looks like it has... It could be a Van Dyck. Philip thinks my taste is terrible, so he would say no. I'm certainly...
interested in material things or collection.
With those. So these little scraps of fabric that have been stitched, usually in the early to mid-1800s by predominantly girls, okay, very rarely boys, in the workhouses, mostly, to show that they could stitch beautifully, and that if they were going to have a trade in domestic service, they would be able to embroider the linen of the house with the initials of the owner, that kind of thing. And they sell for very, very little. They're incredibly humble, but I think they're slightly hard.
News programmes. I find it increasingly difficult now to get to the end of the news without feeling hugely depressed, night after night after night.
I thought you were about to say without dropping off.
No.
Because it is...
You have to distance yourself from what becomes increasingly tragic and moved by something when you're on the news, and you find it difficult to keep... I've got to keep this together because it's upsetting.
I have felt like that. I remember in one case in particular where two schoolgirls were murdered, and the father of one of the daughters wrote a poem about her to be read at their funeral service. And when I wrote, because I always write what I say, and so when I wrote, I was just going to quote a couple of lines from it. And every time I went to it, as I rehearsed it in my head, I could feel myself beginning to choke, and I thought, I'm not going to get through this, so I won't do it in that way.
Yeah, yeah. Difficult. But it's... Abby and Rach, you're very welcome. Now, these two certain things about them that I'm going to ask you, and you have to spot them. The two twins, Abby on your left, Grace on your right, has... Oh, Abby, Nadia thinks Abby. Fake eyelashes. Hands out. Who is wearing a fake, is it? Abby, you'll have a closer look if you want.
Let's have
Abby
a look.
or Grace? Which is...
Here,
down on
I
one.
think this is the fake.
You're right again.
Oh, thank goodness.
Fake tattoo. Show us your tattoo. Well, this was double bluff because they're both real. Your fortune on BBC. What could I ask?
It's in the Ningxia region, dollop of Merlot, and it's aged...
You wouldn't believe it. If someone said that's a French...
very nice.
French Bordeaux, you'd
Very
absolutely...
smooth,
It is. It's and it's made in a traditional...